Good afternoon, guys. I guess my Tuesdays are starting to become my Thursdays, but I am hitting my weekly. That's the only thing I really care about. And like many things in life, try to make a choice of what you're going to do, try to make a decision and follow through with it. I'm doing these Facebook Lives once a week. Maybe it's not on a Tuesday, it's on a Thursday. So, nonetheless, one of the things I got asked a few times recently is, do I have a Fitbit? Do I recommend Fitbits, fitness trackers, fitness watches, or any of these things? And what are my opinions on them? Well, I guess I'm a bit old school. I don't have a Fitbit. I don't have a fitness watch. Dave and Tom here in the gym both have ones. They have one of them has a Garmin and the other one has a Fitbit or a Samsung. See, I can't remember. And what do I think about them? I think if it gets you moving, great. I think if you're using this as a crutch, I would prefer you to spend €200 on a gym membership than to have something that watches your steps every day. That's a gadget. Gadgets are nice and all, but people were slim and trim and athletic long before we had all this. We're in an age where we have more information than ever before. We have more understanding. We don't fully understand how the body works, that's fair, but we have more understanding of how our body works than ever before, and yet all that gives us is more confusion and more conflicting information and more ways to not do the things that we know are basically true. Get moving, eat less, eat better. Those are the things you should really focus on. If a watch helps you do that, brilliant. We have a very sedentary lifestyle compared to where people were 40 or 50 years ago. And one of the bigger problems is people basically eat 2 dinners a day, is what I would say. Those sandwiches people are having, those wraps, they don't have much less calories than a full proper dinner. All the crap we have, extra sauces and all these, all have extra calories. There's nothing wrong with any of these things at any one particular time, but thinking that 10,000 steps is going to offset that cappuccino that has 200 calories with the sugar and that Kit Kat or brownie and the sandwich on top of it, I'm sorry, that's not where you need to be going with this stuff. It's probably not going to work. As regards Fitbits, I regard them as, I think of them like that game Pokemon Go that everyone was nuts about with the mobile phone for about 2 years ago. If it's getting you out into the wild and it's getting you to do stuff, great. Don't be using that as a crutch or an excuse. It might be hitting you in the right direction, but you're not going to make real 100% life change if you are quite overweight and you get a Fitbit. If you find it's that one thing that's going to keep you on track, great. It's not important. It is not important. It's more important that you have a routine and you have an idea of what you're going to do each week to get you closer to where you need to be. You need to be getting to some kind of, if you were overweight, you need to watch your food. Watching how many steps you take isn't going to get rid of your food. Okay? I like them as a concept. It's a nice idea, but I just see too many people getting obsessed with getting those 10,000 steps and not being obsessed with dropping 100 or 200 calories a day, which is what's going to make more of the difference. You know, like I know we put it over here on our bike, the Kit Kat, 212 calories. Like if you go up there, that's 40 minutes on that bike. And it's not an easy 40 minutes. It's, you know. So, as regards Fitbits, don't care. I'm the wrong person to ask for which Fitbit you should have. I do have a lovely Fitbit Wi-Fi scale at home, and that's my kick in the arse. I weigh myself a couple of times a week, stand on the scale, it logs it, and it spits back the number to me, and I get to judge myself with guilt throughout the day. And I have a lovely little graph to go along with it. That's fine, but that's not the thing that's going to make me lose weight. It's a tool. The only thing that's going to make you lose weight is in here. That's it. You have to make that decision of, I am accountable for what I am eating. What I have here is a result of that. How you're going to get there, now, maybe you need to read as to what are you doing wrong. Maybe you need to figure it out. Maybe you need to go to a gym. Maybe you need to talk to someone. But getting a Fitbit isn't going to fix your problem. God, this sounds like I'm anti-Fitbit. I'm not. Really not. I've just had a couple of negative interactions with people outside of work, actually, who were telling me the Fitbit is going to change their life, and I'm like, I'm sorry, it's not. You're going to do it for 6 months and then you're going to throw it in the corner, which is what actually happened to a couple of people last year, I know. So maybe I'm a bit jaded and cynical. So look, if you like a Fitbit, great. That's not going to make the big change. If it gets you into the habit of moving a little bit more around the office, that can be a good thing. We are a bit too sedentary, but you really need to have a look at what you're eating. If you're quite overweight, getting your 10,000 steps, it's a great step in the right direction, but we need to be looking a bit more at our food quality, at our sauces, at those wraps, which are often more calories than a sandwich, at those breads, those 5 slices of bread you're having in the evening with a bit of butter in front of the TV, those crackers, those little cookies, those snacks, those cappuccinos. There's all these little things, and everyone says, it's just an exception. I did this. I'm going to reward myself. I'm going to do that. Doesn't really work that way. Your body just sees it as, I'm at a party. Your body doesn't realise that it's an exception. Your body just sees all these fun, sugary calories coming in on a regular basis. And that's, the old expression, you are what you eat, doesn't really get much clearer than that. So, okay. I probably wasn't very helpful if you were thinking of choosing a Fitbit. I am the wrong person to ask to. If people are interested to know what is the appropriate Fitbit for them, I'll have to find someone else to talk to you. I'm the wrong person. But look, if it's keeping you happy, keep doing it, as long as it's getting you to your goal. Take care.